What's up, guys? Welcome to the Sober Black Girls Club podcast. I am J. Nicole. Who is J. Nicole? What am I doing here? I'm here with Katie. We're going to be revamping the Sober Black Girls Club podcast, but I'm going to let Katie take it from here.
I'm cracking up because this is like our fourth time trying to even get that part. Because it's Mercury retrograde, right? It's Mercury micrograde, whatever you want to call it. Mercury is also in Venus. We just had our full moon in Cancer. The internet is acting up, but we're gonna make it work, and we're just gonna move on. We're gonna make it work, okay? This is cut 6, and this is the last cut. But hey, y'all. Katie here. It's been a while, as many of you guys may know. We did have a podcast, Sisters of the Yam, Sisters Who Follow the Yam, a play on words off of Bell Hooks' book, Sisters of the Yam, Black Women in Self-Recovery. I was co-hosting it along with Sakia. And as I mentioned earlier in some of the episodes, that there was just like a really horrible schedule conflict. And the podcast was kind of really serious. And like a lot of times when you talk about sobriety and healing and journey, it can be really serious. So Black Girls Club, we have our meetings, we have the blogs, and it's kind of serious. And I kind of was thinking that we can go into another direction in regards to this podcast, this revamp. We're still going to touch on some serious topics. But it's going to be like light. It's going to be on the light side for the most part. And it's going to be self-titled. It's going to be called Sober Black Girls Club. So yeah, J. Nicole is the co-host. She agreed to co-host this podcast with me. So yeah, that's where we are right now.
Yeah, that's where we are right now. I'm certainly looking forward to it. Like Katie said, sure, sobriety is heavy at times, right? But we have the power to kind of lighten that subject a little bit. A lot of creative ideas. You guys already know how Katie delivers. Nothing less. It's going to be top tier. We get through all the stuff that she was talking about the stars and the universe and everything. Everything that's up top of my head, because I have no idea. I don't speak the language. I certainly will be learning throughout our duration of co-hosting a podcast together. But I'm certainly looking forward to it. And yeah, it should be fun. So hope you guys are excited as well.
All right. Do you want to do a little introduction? Like tell folks who you are and like, I don't know, a little bit about you. Why are you making that face?
I can do that for sure. You're right. So we should do that. Yep. I was like, yeah.
Maybe.
So we're going to be back at some point. All right, bye. Like I'm forgetting that whole part of it. So yeah, so I'm J. Nicole, the Grief Bully. I'm also the host and producer of the Grief Bully podcast. Been rocking and rolling with that for some time. I am sober. I just celebrated 13 years. Thank God for helping me with that and just making it that far. Yeah. So, and I know it's not easy. And I think it's really important to have representation. It certainly matters. And that's what I really love about Sober Black Girls Club. Katie and I connected probably like 2 years ago now. And I had the opportunity to speak at one of the meetings. It was like,
that was 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was a while. That was like, yeah, because think about it, the pandemic has been, we're in 2022. It started in 2020. So definitely been a long time. And when I first saw it, I was like, oh my God, there's a group of sober Black girls. This is crazy. Like I just kept telling people like, it's this thing. It's called Sober Black Girls Club. And I just thought it was dope because it is important with anything that you're dealing with and trying to overcome, to see people like yourself that you feel can relate. Nothing or no shade against any other communities or people or cultures, but having those people that look like you and you feel can relate to your story is super important. So we definitely gonna be doing that. That's really it, guys. I love to talk a lot. Katie loves to talk a lot. So y'all gonna get a lot of talking. We are two totally different people, but I think the energy is gonna be dope for you guys, and hopefully, of course, most importantly, bring some healing and help people along the way on their journey. What about you, Katie? There's some people out there who don't know you. They just know of Sober Black Girls Club, or it's their first time hearing it. They're getting excited about this podcast. Who are you?
Hey everyone. So yeah, I'm not gonna go into like my whole sobriety journey. I feel like I've talked about it so many times. You guys hear about it all the time. Watch another interview. Read the blog.
She told y'all to watch another interview. Do your homework.
Yeah, watch another. I've done so many interviews. Watch another interview. Red Table Talk. Sober Curious Podcast.
Mic drop. Hold on. We're not gonna pass that. Red Table Talk. You were on Red Table Talk. Do you know I wanted to have a blue table before? I'm like, I want like a blue table, like a circle, like red table talk, but you got to sit there. Like, don't speed past that.
Yeah, so go watch the episode. It's on their Facebook channel, and you can learn more about my journey there. But I'm just joking. But you guys hear me talk about my journey all the time. I really want to focus on the podcast and introducing them to you, which we did. A great introduction. Did it shake on your end? Did it shake? I'm such a klutz. So Mercury, my phone might drop.
Retrograde. Is it like an earthquake?
No, but I just like hit the table by accident. Which I will do often, and also about like just the podcast. So yeah, we're gonna touch on some we're gonna touch clearly on sobriety, healing, etc. But like Jake said, we're gonna do it like on the lighter side. It's going to be, I want it to be healing, I want it to be funny, I want it to be very like community like and very just like familiar. I know we talked about doing a couple of segments where we're going to be talking about or introducing like mocktails and sharing stories. I'm personally like a storyteller. I love when people share stories. It just helps me really I guess get to the picture in my head of like what was happening, when, where, how, like what was going on, like how this person reacts to certain situations. So I love stories, and yeah, we're just gonna bring a different flavor, a different a different type of vibe. If you were into Sisters of the Yam, or Sisters Who Follow the Yam, you're gonna love this. And also you can always re-listen to the past episodes on all major podcast platforms, and we still have videos on YouTube. But yeah, I'm just really excited about this revamp. We're not too sure about when we're gonna revamp it. We were saying either February 9th. No, we are sure. We're not sure if it's gonna be February 9th or February 16th, but it's gonna be either February 9th or February 16th. So stay tuned. Make sure you're following us on all social media platforms, especially Twitter and Instagram. Hopefully you're on our listserv. You can always join our listserv by going on our website and filling out the form, and just stay tuned. But yeah, we're going to be back here either
the 9th or the
February 9th or February 16th.
Yeah, we think Wednesdays are going to be good. We're going to rock out Wednesdays, visual, audio. It's all going to be there for you. You're going to be able to find it the same places Katie just said, where you can go back and listen to the previous episodes. You can find that you're going to find it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, all that, and YouTube. We're going to be bringing that visual content, so you're going to be able to actively engage. And hopefully we get to the point where you guys can be rocking with us in the live chats on premieres and all that stuff like that. Really just building on the wonderful community that Katie has already built, and all of you other ladies out there that have been rocking and supporting the whole organization from the beginning. I'm jumping in now. I'm going to insert myself in the co-host spot, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be lit in like a sober way, though, right? Like not lit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It'll be lit. It'll be lit on mocktails. Yeah, I can't wait until we start talking about mocktails. I'm going to shut up because this episode is supposed to just be an intro. But exactly. Lately I have
so much. That's what I'm saying. It's not going to be like 2-hour episodes.
Let me just say this one last thing. Lately, I've been like trying out different mocktails. Like in early sobriety, I wasn't a mocktail girl. Like I couldn't do mocktails. Like I would have a mocktail and then like want the real thing. But now I'm just like in my sobriety where I can do mocktails, and I've been like trying different mocktails, different drinks, like going to like alcohol-free spirit stores that we have in like Brooklyn, New York. And they're really good. So I can't wait to the segments where we do a lot of mocktail stuff and talk about mocktails and make mocktails. But anyways, all right, I'll shut up. That's it.
No, it should be good. I actually went to one place in Atlanta before, and I ordered something. It was actually called a mojito. And like everybody thought it was so funny, but I love mojitos, so it's kind of a similar thing. And I'll be interested to see too at people's perspective on mocktails and just kind of like how they view that. It's gonna be good, but I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. We're going to try to do that. Hopefully we'll be able to visually show ourselves trying to make these or whatever. But again, bear with us. We're starting here. We're getting started because it's important for us to bring this content to you to help continue to build on the community. And yeah, it's going to be lit. I'm telling you. And I love to say lit. But I don't know why. I don't know.
I would say lit. Like, hello, stuff is going to be lit. I still say lit.
All right, I'm gonna drop my favorite word, and you already know what I'm gonna say. This John is going to be the best podcast, John, that you ever heard when you're listening to your radio, John, watching it on your phone, John, the TV, everything is just going to be good. Let's get out of here, Katie. We got to get out of here. We got to go work on our episodes. Peace.
Bye, y'all.